How's the background? Oh, that's
Yeah,
good. It's
yeah.
all good. Like I said, we're up to 8 employees now. I take pride in offering jobs to the locals in the community. Most businesses similar to this one, they like to keep one bartender, and it provides a really slow service for the customer. Like I said, pride myself in customer service. I want to have as much help as we can to make sure nobody's waiting and nobody's inconvenienced.
Uh-huh.
And
And in the beginning, what was the problem that you wanted to solve, or what was the niche, or what, how you
just
find
customer,
how you
just
end
custom.
up here?
Yeah, how I ended up here was just I worked for corporate America for 20 years
Uh-huh.
in the United States, and it just was not fulfilling to me. And I like to give back. I like to give back, so I looked for a place to retire affordably. I came down here. I met a local Mexican man brewing craft beer, and he was brewing excellent beer. Didn't quite know what to do with it because the local stores are exclusive to Tecate or Pacifico, so they can't sell craft beer. So that's when we decided to open up a tasting room and picking a location, choosing a location, being from a city. I grew up in New York City, so I wanted to be someplace where there's a lot of traffic.
Uh-huh.
So instead of being inside the town, we chose to be right on the Mexican Highway 1, which passes, you have to pass this location to get to all the big cities within Baja. It's on the way to Laredo, it's on the way to La Paz, Cabo, in two directions. And there's a lot of people driving Baja. That's how we reach a lot of our customers. Yeah.
And then how was the challenge with the rest of the team that you start to get involved? Because the first person was the brewing guy, and he was passionate about it. No,
He was, yeah,
but then the rest and
yeah, he was passionate about the beer, but again, he didn't know how to bring the people together. He was very proud of his process and very, maybe even a little strong on the ego side. Like, I make great beer, but it doesn't bring people in the doors necessarily. You have to be open. You have to gain people's trust. We started with a lot of just opening up the community and doing fundraisers. We're holding one for children's scholarships next month. It's what's called Los Amigos de los Niños.
Okay.
It pays for children's high school and universities,
Oh.
and it's a big fundraiser we hold here every year. And we do things like that. There's another big one coming up, Riverfest. You've probably seen the sign on the door outside. We're bringing together 6 bands on the river, and we're going to provide playgrounds for the community, different sectors of the different communities here within Mulegé. There's not a lot for the children to do, so it's just I use this store as my vessel to give back to the community. It's one of those places, Mulegé, where a little bit goes a long way. It doesn't take a lot. I'm not rich. I'm just rich in the soul.
But you don't like promoted that all the things that you're doing. No, there's just a little sign over there about the river. We'll check it out later. But you don't like have more about the children's there, or these foster more things, or
About the store itself,
like what you are doing when everybody sits there. I mean, they have to speak with you to learn all this stuff, or how can they learn that impact that you are doing through the Mulegé Brewing?
it took time for the community to realize I'm not here to take away business from anybody else. I'm here to bring people to Mulegé is my concept. And we get a lot of people that were typically just driving through and stop for lunch, and they enjoy their stay so much. They're asking for hotels and places to stay for the night. And from here you can walk to the Mission. I promote it to several customers. Right across the way, there's no signs. You go walk across the river up to a beautiful Mission. Mulegé is a special place. We get people from all over the world. We get bike packers that come through riding their bikes from San Diego down to Cabo. I promote my business on their website, on Baja Divide on Facebook, and their riders will stop here, and I promote a free beer for the riders for making it halfway through their trip, a little bit past halfway, on their way to Cabo. So you hear the stories every day. You sit here long enough, it's just amazing the people that come to Mulegé and the stories that they have to share about their journey. Yeah, it's amazing. Some people choose to do it alone, some people do it in groups, and it's just like a little meeting place for everybody to come and speak about their journey.
And you can hear all the stories and
it's-
meet those amazing people
Yeah,
doing
it's
those.
incredible.
Yeah.
Craft beer in general, I noticed from my history in San Diego, I never brewed beer, but I always spent time at breweries. It attracts good people. Breweries just attract good quality people, in my opinion.
Okay. And what's your next challenge or the next thing that you want to accomplish in the business or in these steps that giving back that you're doing?
We're doing good right now. We're just getting through the pandemic, and just getting everybody's buy-in was the challenge in the beginning. I promote all businesses in Mulegé, in the local Mulegé news feed. I'll promote the local taco shops, and I sometimes I'll get a response from somebody, and it happens quite frequently at the restaurants here. Feel like they're doing you a favor by serving you. They don't acknowledge you properly sometimes, and the customer service is just not quite there. You can wait a long time to be served or even acknowledged when you walk in. And again, I'm not trying to change the culture. I'm just trying to offer people something that I know works back where I come from.
But actually, I think the culture must change because you have to adequate to the new standards.
Yes.
If not, you are obsolete. So I understand in the respectful way that you are saying that, no, but also it's like, yes, you have to change the culture and you have to help the other people. Also, you see, put it in their shoes, what they are, is how they are seeing things, and also from that point, with the respect that you have, try to help them how to see the new reality of the customers that are arriving to Mulegé. It's international customers.
Yes.
And they are accustomed to a better, quicker service.
Yeah, and I've reached out to other restaurants. If anyone in this town or anyone nearby needed any kind of help, I'm willing to offer my assistance and from my knowledge on how to bring people together and customer service. And I recently, back in December, I promoted an opportunity for the locals if they wanted free training in anything we do here, whether it's bartending, whether it's serving, whether it's cooking. You can come here and shadow the worker for free and just come and enjoy and have free lunch with us and just gain experience. Because I think one of the problems here in Baja, maybe in general, is the lack of experience, the lack of training.
Yes.
And most employers want some sort of experience.
That's a great opportunity for the people to learn, get experience, learn how to do it, and also you don't pay them, but they receive the knowledge and they can share with you, with your colleagues, the food and also all the things. I think
gain experience to work in other restaurants, and eventually when we have openings, we could take somebody on here. People are happy to work here. We're probably one of the few places or only places that shares the tips evenly with everybody. Doesn't matter if you're a cook, a bartender, everybody gets the same percentage of tips. So they all do very well here with tips, between tips and salary. It's probably one of the highest paying restaurants in Mulegé. And I pride myself on that, just treating people right.
Okay. You treat it, and how you get to, what have you find to be like the key component in changing this mindset or changing the culture to be a culture a little bit more fast, quick, more agile?
Yeah, it's an ongoing challenge, and just we have a new girl working with us now, and we're working with her. She doesn't speak English, and I'm fine with that, but you can still be friendly with the customers. You can still greet the customers when they walk in the door and make them feel welcome. And that was one of the troubles we were having in the beginning, is if a server or a bartender was busy in the past, they would not give the time to someone walking the door just to simply acknowledge him. Welcome to Mulegé Brewing. Have a seat. We'll be right with you. The beer list is on the wall. People just want to feel welcomed and not have that stale downtime, that awkwardness of having to stand there and wait for someone to serve you and help you.
And how you guarantee that they are performing?
Just watching. We have team meetings, but I just mostly by observing and just
Giving feedback?
giving feedback. Feedback is a gift. That's one of my biggest saying. Feedback is a gift. You can do what you want with it. You can file it away. It's not aggressive. It's not argumentative. It's feedback. You can use it. You can store it. And that's a big thing about working for USAA back in the States, that we'd actually take classes on feedback and giving feedback and receiving feedback. It's not offensive. It's not argumentative. and it works. It works for us, and people come back. People are coming from other cities. They're seeing YouTube videos on us now, and it's fun.
Yes.
I look forward to the next chapter, expanding, maybe into the mainland, maybe into La Paz. That's a bigger city. Mulegé is a very seasonal town. It gets really hot in the summertime, so business slows down. But yeah, it's an exciting time for us right now at Mulegé Brewing. We've gotten a lot of good feedback. The customers are really enjoying this day. We opened up this beer garden section this fall actually, when we reopened. It closed down for a little bit in the summer, and people are loving it. We can't get enough bands. A lot of live music we have here regularly. Bands love to play here. Customers love it, and I'm a big live music fan as well.
Great, that's great. Thank you, Brian.
Thank you.